I know you're somewhere. I'm trapped in.
Hello, XOL, and welcome to the Lion's Den. Today we're going to be doing a reading on ChanBaek. Okay, so we're going to see how they feel about each other, or if they feel about each other romantically, okay? Before we get started, please be sure to give this video a like and leave a comment, please. As well as if you want a reading from me, the information should be in the info box down below. Alrighty. So let's start with Chanyo. And for Chanyo, let's see what his overall romantic or overall, his overall romantic energy for Baekhyun is. Let's see where that's at. Oh. Okay. Okay, two cards have come out for him there. And let's see for Baekhyun. Oh, okay, cards are kind of flying out aggressively. For Baekhyun, what are his feelings for Chanyeol? I'm going to draw two from this one since like two came out for Chanyeol. So, an attraction. Okay, so before we get into it for Chanyeol, okay, Chanyeol he's like, he wants to go. Okay. Yeah, he wants to actually spend some time alone with Baekhyun. He feels like they need to get some time alone so he can talk to him because there's something on Chanyeol's mind and he feels he needs to have a heart-to-heart conversation with him about. Okay, so the honeymoon says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. We got the holidays coming up. Halloween. I don't know if you count that as romantic, but if it's supposed to be, there you go. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. So this is how Chanyeol is feeling, and how that's the romantic energy behind Chanyeol's feelings for Baekhyun. Baekhyun is quite similar. Baekhyun has retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, but their disconnection is with the world and continuing to be with a lover or a person you're attracted to. And speaking of the devil, here comes the attraction card. So Baekhyun is very attracted to Chanyeol. And it says, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I want to go into more detail about their feelings. Let's go ahead and bring out some titles for them. And I'm going to start with Chanyeol. So the first row is going to be what Chanyeol wants from Baekhyun. So we're going to start off with what Chanyeol wants from Baekhyun. What does Chanyeol want from Baekhyun? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, so Chanyeol, what I'm at first I thought it was going to be looking good because we do have the Four of Wands here. And it's kind of like, this is also kind of like stop, vacation, celebrating with the lover, loved one, and being kind of happy in that moment. But then we also have death and the Eight of Swords. I don't even think the Wheel of Fortune really needed to come out on this one. I kind of feel like Chanyeol wants to sort of end their kind of relationship or end a certain aspect of it, because right now he kind of feels like kind of feels like he's all tied up. He kind of feels like he's kind of trapped in their relationship or trapped within Baekhyun's emotions. Okay, so this is what he wants. He seems to want to move on. He wants to move on. That's what I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune. He's like, he wants an end to their relationship on how it is because he feels trapped and he wants to move on. Let's see what he needs. What does he feel like he needs? Okay. Okay. Nothing too heated, but I feel like what he's saying, what the cards are telling me, is that he needs for them to stop fighting because they may have like little spats that may be playful, but sometimes turn into something, a little more aggressive. But for right now, it's just kind of like they have arguments that don't get overly heated, but it's just like arguments, and it's just like, okay, well, I don't have time. Arguments, walk away from the situation because they don't have time, kind of back and forth like children. Speaking of children, you got six of there's no kids in this one, but Six of Cups kind of comes up, and it's just like he thinks about how they used to be in their relationship. He thinks about how they used to be, and he thinks about the kind of oh, Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. They had a intimate relationship. Just intimate relationship. Um, both pleasing emotionally, physically. Mm. But he needs for them to stop fighting. He wants it to go back to kind of where it used to be, where they were kind of on the level of where they first started their relationship intimately. That seems to be his most favorite time that he had in a relationship with Baekhyun. Okay. And let's see, lastly, what is this? How does he see Baekhyun? He sees Baekhyun. Okay. Ooh. I feel like this is telling me that he sees Baekhyun as the lover that he wished he had. I don't even ship this, but I have the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, the Lovers card, and then also the Seven of Cups. Um, but this could also actually mean, more of Chanyeol sees Baekhyun as someone who has many lovers. Let's put it that way. Because honestly, the Seven of Cups is multiple choice, like you having a lot of choice and being very indecisive. So this all together is also with him seeing Baekhyun as the King of Pentacles in reverse. Baekhyun is very he's sturdy, but he's very slow at moving and making decisions. Like it's just kind of one of those things where it's just like, why can't you make up your mind? But it takes him a long time to decide on what he wants and what he doesn't want. Um, the Chariot in reverse and this side is kind of showing me that he sees Baekhyun as someone who's kind of on his own journey, on his own path to do whatever he wants and whatever he likes. And the way he goes about it is a very fanciful way. He kind of sees things. What I'm getting is I feel like he sees things through a very like a childish way. Like he sees things very, like how do I put it? Has a very intense imagination, and he goes on about life and goes through his life's journey kind of seeing things in a more playful and non-heavy aspect. Like he's not going to take things too seriously. Um, that's how Chaniel sees him. And also the lover card came out with the Seven of Cups, which I'm saying he sees. At first, I was thinking of the lover that he wished he had, but I'm kind of getting more like he sees Baekhyun as a person who has many lovers, someone who has romantic feelings for several people at one time. Okay, that's what I'm getting from him. So if we go over it again, he does kind of want to. What I'm getting at the top is kind of sort of end. He wants to end their relationship to start on something new. Their current relationship to start on something new. He needs for them to stop fighting, and he also he needs for them to go back to how they were when they first started messing with each other, or however that went. Y'all know more than I do because I don't even get into ChanBaek like that. And lastly, he sees Baekhyun as someone who's kind of sturdy yet a little bit indecisive, someone who's very childish on his way of handling things and going about things, and someone who has many lovers. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to Baekhyun's feelings for Chanyeol. For Chanyolo. Ooh, child, ooh, it easier. Ooh, child, things that get better. Ooh, child. Ooh. No, that's not the cards. Okay, I'll put these up and bring out Baekhyun's two romantic cards, which is Retreat and Attraction. So let's talk about Baekhyun and how what is it? Sorry guys, I'm getting a phone call. What does Baekhyun want from Chanyeol? Is that the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Look at that. Wow. Wow, that's interesting. That's really, in fact, let me read about this one right here. First of all, I'm already shocked, but at the same time, not really, that Baekhyun sees Chanyeol with more feminine energy. Hmm. Yeah, Baekhyun definitely sees Chanyeol more feminine. Um, he wants Chanyeol. He wants more support from Chanyeol. He doesn't feel like he's getting as much support from Chanyeol as he thinks he should get. Um, the Hierophant is here, and he feels like Chanyeol is too much kind of caught up in his own ways and caught up in doing things the way he does things. And the Seven of Cups again is kind of up here. And I feel like this one is he wishes that Chanyeol would talk to him and kind of face him. With the Knight of Swords, he feels like Chanyeol should talk to him and face him and say that he wants him to say what he wants to say and get it off his chest and not be the Queen of Pentacles and kind of turn his back and kind of keep silent and just strong on his own. He's like he wants him to break his habits. He wants Chanyeol to break his habits of kind of putting him on the egg, because I feel like that's what it is. Like, he's putting Chanyeol, when he's upset with Baekhyun, he'll ignore him. When Chanyeol's upset with Baekhyun, he probably may not even really say it, but if Baekhyun come near him, he's gonna know he's upset with him. But whatever his habits are when he's upset with Baekhyun, Baekhyun wishes that he would change that. Baekhyun wishes that he'll actually kind of open up more to him emotionally. Baekhyun wants him to say everything that he needs to him, even if it's harsh or mean. Baekhyun's like say it to me, like whatever is on your mind, talk about it. So next we're gonna do what he needs. Yeah, what does he need from Chanyeol? What does he need? Chanyeol. Okay. He wants them to kind of, they may not, I don't know if they have the greatest of relationships right now. Because from the way both of their readings are going, it kind of seems like from both sides they don't have the greatest relationships, but they want it to get better. Um, he wants them to move forward in their relationship. The Chariot is back out, as you saw it came out in Chanyeol's reading. Also, Justice is at the end. So he needs for them to kind of have this talk about whatever may have happened in their past relationship. He needs for them to have a talk about it. He needs for them to grow up and move on from it. He wants them to address the situation and find justice, I guess you could say, use that word, and find basically an even ground where they both can stand on, like, okay, you were right, or I was right, or we were both wrong. That kind of situation. That's what Baekhyun needs out of the relationship. What does Baekhyun want? I'm sorry. How does Baekhyun see Chanyeol? This card has been distracting me for the longest, so I'm just going to pull it out. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So, he kind of feels like Chanyeol was like, he sees him as a heartbreaker. And he feels like he sees him with the Knight of Wands coming up, like he kind of made a rash decision. Baekhyun sees him as someone who made a rash decision on kind of breaking off and leaving everything behind. And this is not to say that they did date or they are dating. I'm not necessarily saying that, but I'm not denying that they could have. Honestly, I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. But he feels like Chanyeol kind of, when whatever happened, Chanyeol was like, snap, it's done. I'm moving on. I'm heartbroken. He sees Chanyeol as someone who just basically dropped him. He also, Judgment comes out again. And he also possibly sees Chanyeol as someone who's a bit too judgmental to him. But he sees like Chanyeol overall is just a heartbreaker who didn't give him a second chance. That's how I feel like he's seeing him. Okay. So that's where I'm going to end it, guys. I kind of do want to do another little reading on what happened between them. If this gets enough views, I guess I'll do another reading that goes into depth on what may have happened in their relationship for them not to really work out, or for them to be at this state. The cards are still speaking, or for them to be at this state where they're kind of trying to find a way to work out their relationship. Now, this card, I'm just going to read it just because it fell out. It's just a sun card. And it's basically saying, shining light on a situation that may have happened. So kind of reiterating what I was just talking about, that if this gets enough views, I will probably I'll probably do another reading and shine some light on why they're kind of going through this situation with each other. But until next time, guys, have a good day.